Hello, my friends, and welcome back. The subject of this video is fast track European Union membership. So we have Moldova, who is a little country and has about 3.5 million people, is surrounded by Ukraine and Romania. So Romania is in the west, and then Ukraine goes from north, east, and south. And if you take away the Transnistria, a little strip of land on the eastern part of Moldova, they want to be members in the European Union. They want to be, become a member. And what's strange is that I remember when Romania wanted to apply for European Union membership, it had to feel and to show so many things. It had to prove itself in many areas, in the economic sphere, in the legislative sphere, justice sphere, military, and societal, as for instance human rights, respecting the human rights of minorities and uh, various groups and so on. So it had to show, in the case of Romania and any other country who wants to be apply for membership in the European Union, has to provide certain proof that it will fit into the European Union like a hand in a glove. And it seems like this process takes a while. And then you apply, you send your application, and they can send it back and they say, okay, you have to improve this, you have to work on this. And then again, you adjust those areas and then you apply again. So this process can take years. It takes years, not can, it takes years. Now we have Ukraine and Moldova being on a kind of fast track, or they want to be members of the European Union, and I do not know how they will qualify. I don't know how they will be able to pass the exam that the membership to European Union requires. So in order to be a member, you have to reach certain levels. None of this, neither Ukraine nor Moldova, is able to even think about reaching those. From corruption to the management of this of the economy and minority rights and other things. We have this article here coming from Ukraine. I understand kind of the idea, but still you can't bend the rules because of what's going on over there. Because if you bend the rules, you're going to have Turkey, who tried for years to be a member of the European Union, and they were told, yeah, you got to do this, oh, you got to do this, or you got to do this. Until Turkey said, you know what, I don't want to, I don't care. You don't want me, I'm not going to try again. So they would be, looking bad, and Turkey is in NATO. So then if you want certain countries in NATO, that could be another problem. So this article comes from Reuters from May 19th, 2022. And this is the title: Francis Macron wants quick EU opinion on Moldova request for membership. All right, let's see. What's that opinion going to be about? Like, you have a chance, or you're going to really be a member in 5 days and a half? So French President Emmanuel Macron said he wanted the European Union to give a quick opinion to Moldova's request for membership of the EU as he hosted a meeting with Moldovan President Maria Sandu in Paris. Macron added that a risk that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia could spread to other neighboring countries could not be ruled out. Well, you're not the savior of the world, are you? And you're going to bend the rules for that? And what is this? Is it a land grab? Is it a country grab? Is it a sphere of influence? I mean, I know a country in 1930s and 1940s, they tried a sphere of influence and all that. Now, I'm sorry, but it sounds like that's the tone here. We're going to have these spheres of influence, including the NATO. What's going on? The same Soviet Union and the so-called free countries, they did the same. They divided Europe and the planet on two spheres of influence. Isn't that what the bad dude wanted to do in the 30s and 40s? Why are these the good dudes? Oh, okay, because they'd never done and they did not do anything after that to anybody. All right, so they have the moral authority to do that. Yeah, okay. Tell it to a child, a person below 86 IQ, and so on. So Macron added that the risk that the conflict, he's afraid that the conflict would spread to Moldova. Okay, but still, there are rules, aren't they? What's going on? And who says that Moldova has to be part of Europe? Why? Because you're afraid that Russia might invade Moldova? What's the connection between European Union and Moldova? Is there any? Is it written in the stars that they have some, one day they have to unite, collide? Is it a necessity? Is that a has to be? I don't know. And it says here that fears have grown that Moldova could be drawn into the conflict in Ukraine after pro-Russian separatists in Moldova's Transnistria region blamed Kiev for what they say were shootings, explosions, and cross-border drone incidents or incursions. Last week, Moldova's Foreign Minister Nicu Popescu told Reuters that were internal elements in Moldova's pro-Russian separatist region trying to destabilize the area and stoke tensions as his country presses ahead with the efforts to join the European Union. So they want to use the Ukraine and Russia fight to cut the line. Basically, that's what it is. And they say, oh my God, what if those guys are going to include us? So what they're going to include you? Is that European Union's business or what's the connection? It's like, if you don't take us, they will attack us. But why is the European Union's job to take you? And take what? This is another question. What are you going to take in? If you're not going to follow the procedures of checking the, as I said, the requirements to become a member, you just take a country like that, you're going to take criminality in that. You're going to take corruption in that. You're going to take drug smuggling in that if the country is not ready. The same with Ukraine. Do you think that Ukraine before this was like a, I don't know, a Switzerland? No wonder it was what, number 160 or something on the scale of corruption, right? So from the top, it was the 160 or something, 150, something like that, out of 193 countries in the world as the corrupt country. What does it tell you? And now even more. In Ukraine and Moldova, probably, there are weapons sent. Do you think all the weapons are just registered for Michael, Tom, and George? Where are those weapons? Can you control those weapons? And then if you cut the border and you get that country, where are those weapons going to go? They're going to be some bad dudes. Going to settle some scores. And what do you think they're going to, where do you think they're going to go? They're going to go and let's try to rob Kiev's banks in Kiev or Odessa? Or they're going to go to Paris or Berlin or Munich or who knows where? Because there's going to be free travel, right? No borders. Yes, borders are, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean. So think before you do this. And again, sphere of influence. It's a land grab. It's like, oh, I need these guys because I need more people here. That's my market. Those guys are going to work for me somehow. Oh, I need this guy too because they have grain. Oh, okay, I need these ones for that because they have this. Is that the way it works? Then we go to exactly that country in the 1930s, 1940s, who wanted living space. Remember, living space? That's what they wanted. So they have space to evolve, to develop, to develop their country, because it was so technologically advanced that they could not, they needed more, they needed resources, they needed land. Is the same thing as here? Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. I think it would be a mistake, in my assessment, for the sake of the European Union, it would be a mistake to accept these countries now, because they are not ready. They need years to be ready. especially in this war-torn Ukraine. We don't even know what's going to happen there. We don't even know if we're going to see an end to that war, for maybe two reasons, because it's going to be an endless war or it's going to be a mushroom war. Who knows? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you.